Welcome back to Crypto Tutorial. On today's video, I would like to discuss several altcoins and as well Bitcoin by taking a look at the chart. So I'm actually very pumped about this development and I'm looking forward to see what we could expect within the upcoming hours and day, and also taking a quick look, well, mostly taking into consideration that we are heading towards the weekend. So therefore, yeah, we could perhaps expect a little bit different price action as usual. So yeah. This being said, I would highly appreciate if you could just give me those thumbs ups down below, and even more important, as you can see, we are already 1,571 followers, and I would highly appreciate to, well, see that, well, amount go up. So do not forget to just smash up that subscribe button right away down below before getting started. So let's take a quick look at what we are currently seeing, especially on Ethereum. Already opened up the chart. This is on the daily time frame. I would like to take actually a look at the 4-hourly time frame. And right here, I actually already placed two fixed range volume profiles. Why I think this is actually quite important is because you can clearly see that at this point in time, we did actually see the most amount of volume being traded from swing low towards swing high. So let's take a quick look by placing a horizontal ray where that exact spot is. So yeah, well, if we take a look at this fixed range volume profile from swing low towards swing high, the most amount of volume was traded at $3,213. So $3,213, if we zoom in to the immediate short term, will be a level of resistance above us. So that is for sure something I personally think is quite important. And if we look at the previous price, well, if we look at the immediate short term from swing low towards from swing high towards swing low, and we place a fixed range volume profile, what you can see is that the most amount of volume during this downtrend was actually traded at $4,000 US. So these will be very difficult levels to, well, break out above, especially the $4,000 level. I think that that is a level that we for sure have to keep an eye on. But yeah, let's take a quick look at what we are seeing right now in the immediate short term on Ethereum, and especially discuss this pattern that I have already drawn. This is a symmetrical triangle, and what I think is important to notice is that we have already seen, well, two touch points underneath this descending resistance, and we have as well seen two touch points already on top of this ascending support. So therefore, this is not yet a confirmed pattern, but for sure this is a pattern that I personally think is absolutely important. So yeah, let's take a quick look at where this possible breakout will be heading towards. So if we select the beginning of this descending resistance all the way towards the first touch point below on top of the ascending support, we have our measurement outside of this symmetrical triangle. If we do see, for example, a potential breakout occur above the descending descending resistance, I'm sorry for that, we could perhaps see a 11.5% increase taking place on Ethereum, heading all the way towards the $3,663 US. For sure, I personally think that this is very important to take into consideration, because this will be a very possible scenario if we do see further continuation towards the upside taking place on, well, Bitcoin, of course, and as well on Ethereum within the upcoming hours. Well, if we do not see a further continuation towards the upside, but instead see a decline taking place and, for example, a breakdown occur underneath this ascending support, it is possible that we will be seeing a possible breakdown heading all the way towards the $2,735. So yeah, this is for sure the both scenarios that we are looking at right now. But I personally think that monitoring this pattern on the Ferrari time frame very closely is something of utmost importance to do right now, because it will be a significant breakout, if you ask me. And I do think that this could perhaps, if we do see a breakout, it could lead towards a trend reversal, and that is something I personally am looking forward to. Also, I would like to take a quick look at the comment section right away, and what I'm seeing is that, for example, we are seeing MATIC, Ilyas, they're saying hello. Well, hello, thank you very much for joining this live stream. I really appreciate you being here. Also, Ed says hello, and you are the most underrated crypto YouTubers. Well, that's absolutely, truly appreciated, so thank you very much for watching, and do not forget to hit those thumbs up down below. That will be absolutely wonderful for this channel. Hadam Al-Hausini, I'm sorry for the pronunciation, I'm not so good at names. Hi, what about 1 inch? When all-time high? I would love to take a look at 1 inch. I will be noting it right away. Down 1 inch is right now written on my on my sketchbook. So yeah, I will take a look at 1 inch for sure. And can you look at what on one? Can you look on one? Says Jeff, FTM, and MATIC. So he wants me to Harmony, Phantom, and MATIC. Yeah, I will for sure try to look at one of these three, but I would start with 1 inch after discussing Ethereum. So, well, these are the levels of Ethereum that are of utmost importance. And what I think is absolutely crucial, if you take a quick look at this descending resistance, is that, well, yeah, if we do see a breakout outside of this pattern, what I think is absolutely a possibility on Ethereum. So if we do see a breakout outside of this symmetrical triangle, what I think is actually very important to notice is that we will be as well breaking out above the descending resistance with multiple touch points below. So if we do right now see an increase and a possible breakout, we will be as well breaking out above the descending resistance, and we could expect a major movement towards the upside taking place, especially because we are clearly seeing that this was a downtrend where we are at, and if we do break out above this descending resistance, we will be seeing a trend reversal getting created, and that is exactly what we want to see on Ethereum so far. So yeah, well, this being said, let's take a quick look at what the indicators are showing us on Ethereum on a different chart. So let's get started by taking a look at the EMA ribbon and enabling right away the MACD at the same time. And what I can clearly see right away on the MACD is that we are actually experiencing right now a crossover and momentum towards the upside. So this is actually looking wonderful to me. I personally think that this is absolutely good to see right now, especially because we are as well seeing that the EMA ribbon is serving as a level of resistance above us, meaning that if we do right now see a further increase in price action heading towards the touch point underneath this descending resistance, we will be as well breaking out above the EMA ribbon, meaning that if we do see further continuation afterwards, the EMA ribbon will become a level of support, and therefore we could expect even further continuation towards the upside. So that is something I think is absolutely marvelous to see, and clearly the MACD is showing us that possible momentum towards the upside will be taking place. So that is absolutely looking good to me. Also on the daily time frame, if we take a look at the MACD, what I think is actually, well, very noticeable is that we already experienced a crossover several days ago, but right now we are actually seeing a momentum increase. I'm not sure if you all are able to see it, but we are clearly experiencing a momentum increase on the MACD. You can see that right here, that we are seeing further continuation of momentum towards the upside. So yeah, this is something I think in particular looks absolutely marvelous, especially if we do see the crossover and a potential breakout here above the EMA ribbon on the Ferrari timeframe. I think that would be absolutely amazing to see even more continuation towards the upside. For sure, to see if this is a possibility, I would like to enable right away the RSI, and what we are seeing on the RSI is that we are not seeing anything out of the ordinary. We are not seeing any type of bullish divergences, we are not seeing any bearish divergences either, but it does actually look very well to me, especially because if we do right now see a further increase in price action heading towards the touch point underneath this descending resistance, we still have plenty of space to do so, so therefore further continuation is actually very possible to occur. But also, if we do get rejected underneath the EMA ribbon, we have to take into consideration that we also have plenty of space towards the downside. So yeah, I would say that in the immediate short term, if we do see actually a rejection underneath the EMA ribbon heading towards the $2,917, the level underneath us of support by the 0% of Fibonacci is actually a possibility. We have been supported previously here as well, and if we take a look at previous data, by disabling the EMA ribbon, you can see that we actually traded right here on top of this range. So yeah, it is a range where we could perhaps see a stronghold getting found underneath us if we get rejected. But of course, what I personally would prefer is to see a further increase in price action heading all the way towards a breakout above this descending resistance. So that is absolutely something I think is very important. And let's take a quick look at what we are seeing on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, what I think is actually looking very good on Ethereum is actually that we were breaking down below the dotted line. Therefore, further continuation towards the upside is absolutely likely. We do have plenty of space to do so. So Ethereum does have the possibility to see major continuation towards the upside, and that is something that I think in particular looks very good. And especially right now, we are not seeing any type of bullish nor bearish divergences. So if we do see right now increase in price action taking place, especially because we saw as well a crossover on the 4-hourly MACD, it is likely that we won't see any type of rejection in the immediate short term, due to the fact that we still have plenty of space on both the 4-hourly and daily RSI to see further continuation towards the upside. Also, lastly, I would like to take a quick look only on the 4-hourly time frame at the money flow index. And what you can see here is actually that on the money flow index, we do have as well absolutely a lot of space to see further growth and continuation towards the upside. We are not seeing any type of bullish nor bearish divergences either on the money flow. So the money flow is actually looking very healthy to me to see actually further increase within the upcoming hours. Right now for Ethereum, what I think is the most important thing is to monitor this symmetrical triangle very closely, especially because if we do see a breakout, we could be heading all the way towards the $3,665 US. And of course, if we do see a further decline, as I said previously, I personally think that the $2,917 underneath us at 0% of Fibonacci will become a major stronghold of support. So yeah, that is something I wanted to discuss for sure about Ethereum. Hopefully you are liking the content so far. And if you do not forget to give me those big thumbs ups down below, because you will be supporting the channel by doing so, and it will be absolutely highly appreciated. Also, I'm seeing that Crypto Prince joined the chat. Welcome to this live stream, and I truly appreciate you being here. So thank you very much already. And also, as I said before we discussed Ethereum, I already said to, let's take a quick look, to Hamdan, that we were going to take a quick look at 1 inch. So yeah, I would absolutely love that, to see what 1 inch current performance is. And yeah, also for the people who do not know 1 inch, I would like to show them 1 inch on CoinMarketCap. It is actually a current ranked 88 token. I do think it has major potential, and its current price is $2.15 with a market cap of approximately 1 million. So I personally think this coin has a lot of potential. And if we take a look at all time, we can clearly see that we are almost at all-time lows. So yeah, this is clearly showing us that it is a possibility that we are going to see a major increase in momentum. We can clearly see that its all-time high on 1 inch was actually at $7.47. So let's take a quick look at what we are seeing on this chart. So let's take a quick look. I would like to take a look at the 1 inch chart on Bybit, and by taking a quick look at this chart, I would actually like to get started. Well, unfortunately, we do not have a lot of price action on this chart, so I personally think that I won't be using this trading view chart right now. I think perhaps the Binance chart would be a better solution. And yeah, we do have way more price action here, so this is absolutely the chart that we are going to use right now. So let's take actually a quick look, getting started with placing a fixed Fibonacci extension. Yeah, well, I will be placing a Fibonacci extension right now, or perhaps I will be placing a Fibonacci retracement. Yeah, I will be placing a regular Fibonacci retracement from swing low towards swing high. So if we take a look at where we are currently trading at, you can clearly see that we are actually trading in between the two ranges of 0.786 Fibonacci and 1 Fibonacci at $1.61. So if we do see a further decline in price action taking place, heading towards the $1.61 could perhaps be a possibility. But of course, we can also see a further increase taking place and heading towards the 0.786 at $3.05. So therefore, let's take a look at what we are currently seeing and monitor the chart closely to see if we are going to expect any type of price action. Let's get started by actually selecting this first touch point right here, placing a trend line. Just like that, seeing a perfect descending resistance. I will be extending this descending resistance a bit longer, and I would like to select a descending support as well. Well, what you can clearly see right away is that we are actually trading well inside of this falling wedge pattern. I would like to say I would not call this a parallel channel or a descending parallel channel, because we are clearly seeing that both lines are not parallel to each other. They are both descending lines. So therefore, I would say this is a falling wedge pattern. We have seen already 2 touch points underneath this descending resistance, and we have seen 2 touch points on top, or actually 3 touch points on top of this descending support, meaning that descending support is a confirmed trend line, and we still have to see 1 more touch point underneath this descending resistance to confirm this pattern. Well, this being said, let's take right away a look at where the EMA ribbon is at right now by looking at the 4-hourly time frame. Well, clearly on the 4-hourly time frame, we are right now actually retesting the EMA ribbon as a level of resistance. We did break out above the EMA ribbon previously. Unfortunately, we did not hold strong on top of it, and we did see a decline underneath it, right now heading towards the very first retest after breaking down below it. Meaning right now, I'm still doubtful if we are going to be able to see further continuation towards the upside. It also depends on Bitcoin. That is something I must say to all of you, that right now Bitcoin's price action is for sure of utmost importance. Therefore, I'm going to discuss Bitcoin as well during this live stream. But what I think is absolutely important to notice is that we could perhaps get rejected underneath the EMA ribbon, and therefore a level where we could perhaps be heading towards is a touch point on top of this descending support. Once again on 1 inch, perhaps at approximately $1.82. So yeah, this is price action that you would like to monitor very closely. Also, if we take a look at the daily time frame, what I think is actually quite important is that ever since we did actually see the breakdown below the EMA ribbon, we have experienced resistance by it on top of us, and this resistance is actually aligning itself together with this descending resistance line. So therefore, if we do right now see a further increase heading towards a touch point underneath this descending resistance, it is highly likely that the EMA ribbon on the daily time frame will be as well a level of resistance, and therefore it will be a very difficult level to break out above. So that is something you do have to take into consideration. This being said, on both the 4-hourly and daily time frame, I'm going to discuss right away the MACD. So on the MACD, on the daily time frame, what we are clearly seeing is that we already experienced momentum towards the upside for quite a while. This started actually on the 16th of December of 2021, and we have seen, well, actually just a very minor period of downward momentum. Afterwards, we did see a further increase and once more a crossover right here, but unfortunately right now, we are seeing once more a decline in its momentum towards the upside, meaning that we could perhaps head towards a crossover. And if this does occur on the daily time frame, it is absolutely likely that we are going to reach the $1.61 range underneath us. So therefore, I must admit that monitoring the MACD right now on the daily time frame is of utmost importance for sure. Something that I think does actually look very well is that if we do take a look at the chart right now and take a look at its price action, what you can clearly see is that we are forming lower lows on the chart, but on the RSI on the MACD we are clearly seeing a higher low getting formed. So therefore we are actually experiencing a bullish divergence on the MACD, and this could mean that we are going to see a stronghold getting found where we are currently trading at, and further continuation towards the upside taking place. So that would be absolutely very well for 1 inch price action, especially because we won't be heading towards a crossover and we will be experiencing once more momentum towards the upside. Well, this being said, let's take a quick look at the 4-hourly time frame. On the 4-hourly time frame, what I think is certainly looking very well to me is that we are right now experiencing a crossover and once more momentum towards the upside. So this is actually looking very well, especially because we are as well retesting the EMA ribbon as a level of resistance. So if we do right now see a further continuation of momentum towards the upside, it is likely that we could break out above the EMA ribbon. And if this does occur, for sure, we could see a possible breakout taking place above this descending resistance and afterwards see further continuation towards the upside, perhaps even heading towards the breakout target outside of this pattern. So right away, I would like to see what this target is going to be, and by actually disabling the EMA ribbon and placing a horizontal ray, I will be showing you where the breakout target is actually at. So 1 second please. Yes, if we do right now see actually a breakout occur above this descending resistance and further increase in price action afterwards, heading towards the $2.94 is of course a possibility, especially because this was the beginning of the falling wedge pattern, and most of the times once you see a breakout occur outside of the falling wedge, you do actually reach the breakout target. So this is for sure the level you have to take into consideration and monitor very closely in the immediate short term. This being said, lastly, I would like to see what the RSI looks like on both the 4-hourly and daily time frame. So on the 4-hourly time frame, we are not seeing anything out of the ordinary. We are not experiencing any bullish nor bearish divergence. And what I think is absolutely looking marvelous is that we do still have plenty of space to see further continuation towards the upside. And that is for sure something that we would like to see if we want to break out above the EMA ribbon, the level I discussed previously about, that is right now serving as a level of resistance. Also on the RSI, we can clearly see this descending resistance, and we are right now retesting this range. If we do break out above it, it is likely that we could see further increase in strength taking place, and therefore as well a further continuation of the increase in price action as well, eventually heading towards a breakout above this descending resistance and seeing further continuation towards the upside. So this is for sure something you do want to monitor closely. But of course, you have to take into consideration, as I've said previously, to see what Bitcoin's price action is going to do. Also, let's discuss the daily RSI. On the daily RSI, we are unfortunately seeing, well, we were seeing a bearish divergence. Right now, we are not seeing not either a bearish nor bullish divergence taking place. And what does actually look quite good to me is that we have plenty of space towards the upside to do a further increase in price action. So this is actually looking very well to me. It is not looking marvelous, but it is looking good for sure. And if we do see a further decline, what I think is actually quite good to know is that we are nearby the dotted line on the lower part. So if we do see a further decline taking place, holding strong on top of this descending support could very likely be the case. So that is something you want to take into consideration as well. So thank you very much for watching so far. I truly hope you are enjoying this video, and if you do, not forget to smash up those thumbs down below. It would be absolutely amazing. And as well, if you do have any requests, do not forget to place those requests down below. You will be supporting the channel for sure, and it will be highly appreciated. So thank you very much already, and let's get started on actually taking a look at Bitcoin right now. Well, if we take a quick look at Bitcoin, what I think is absolutely marvelous, if we take a look at the immediate short term, especially on the 4-hourly time frame, is that we did actually held strong on top of this purple line. Well, what is this purple line? Well, what I think is actually good to know, but perhaps I'm going to place a fixed range volume profile on the daily time frame. It's a bit easier, but you can see that if I place a fixed range volume profile from swing low all the way towards swing high on Bitcoin at approximately the red line, $46,570, we are going to see a major level of resistance. So this is absolutely a level that you do want to monitor very closely right now. Why? Well, because if we do reach this range, we could perhaps see a major rejection underneath it. So therefore, we have to monitor very closely what we are going to expect once we are heading towards the $46,570. That is absolutely something very important to me. Also, what I think is looking marvelous today is that we are actually clearly holding strong on top of previous levels of support and resistance. So if we take a look at the immediate short term, especially just during the past couple of weeks, we did see actually right here a lot of resistance underneath the range where we got right now supported at. So this is absolutely looking marvelous to me. I personally think that the $41,801 is actually holding very strong, and we are clearly seeing and expecting the support that I wanted to expect at this point in time. The only point that does still concern me in the immediate short term is actually the $43,215 especially because we have seen rejections underneath this range. We did see as well major resistance at this point in time, and we only got supported once we were on top of it, and here we did not see any support at all on top of this range. So if we do right now see further continuation, this will be a very difficult level as well to break out above. But for sure, we have already seen multiple touch points underneath this area, so it could be very likely that we are going to see that continuation towards the upside. So of course, what I think is absolutely marvelous, if we take a look at the 1 hourly time frame, is that we are seeing this descending resistance. Why I think this descending resistance is absolutely very important is because we have already seen multiple touch points underneath this descending resistance, and right now we are clearly heading towards a breakout above it. So yes, this is just a minor descending resistance on the 1 hourly time frame, but what I think is absolutely marvelous is that we are as well breaking out above the 1 hourly EMA ribbon. So clearly we are breaking out above levels of resistance such as the EMA ribbon and the descending resistance, and this is giving me confidence that further increase in price action on Bitcoin is absolutely likely to occur. So this is for sure right now crucial price action what we are seeing. And also if we take a look at just this 1 hourly candle by itself that will be closing within the upcoming 15 minutes, you can clearly see that this candle alone is already a 1.2% candle. And I think that is actually quite significant because further continuation towards the upside could for sure get started once we see right now further increase taking place. Also, if we head towards the 4 hourly time frame, what I think is looking absolutely marvelous is that we are once more retesting the EMA ribbon on the 4 hourly time frame, and we are clearly experiencing as well further continuation towards the upside, especially if we do get supported by the EMA ribbon on the 1 hourly time frame. I'm convinced that a further increase heading towards the touch point once more underneath this descending resistance is absolutely likely to occur. So please leave a comment down below if you do agree with me that right now Bitcoin is absolutely looking very bullish so far, especially if we do as well create within the upcoming hours a higher high in comparison to this high. I personally think, yeah, for sure, once we do break out above that range, we could see even further increase taking place. Therefore, I will be removing this horizontal line right here, and I will be placing it on top of this range. We have been already rejected twice once we went all the way towards the $42,525, and right now in the immediate short term, what we would like to see is a further increase breaking out above this area, creating a higher high, and eventually seeing a further continuation towards the upside, perhaps even seeing a breakout occur above this descending resistance. And we all do know, well, all people that do watch this channel regularly know that we are actually on the daily time frame on Bitcoin inside of this major and very important falling wedge pattern. We have seen multiple touch points underneath this descending resistance. We have seen multiple touch points on top of this descending support. And right now, if we do see a breakout occur above this descending resistance, a further increase in price action heading all the way towards the $67,000 is absolutely high likely to occur. And this is also at the same time a trend reversal. So if we do see a trend reversal and as well a breakout outside of this pattern, I personally think it is absolutely high likely that we are going to see that further increase towards $67,000, once more heading towards the all-time high, well, our previous all-time high. And if we do break out above that range, I am absolutely sure we are going to see major moves towards the upside. Well, this being said, I would absolutely love to discuss right away the immediate short term and to see what we could perhaps expect within the upcoming hours. But afterwards, I would love to take a look at the macro metrics on Bitcoin to show you what the possible all-time high will be during 2022, or what the next high will be in Bitcoin if we break outside of this pattern, and why I think that is absolutely a likely possibility. So without any further ado, I would like to see and get started to take a quick look at the MACD. On the MACD, we are clearly experiencing momentum towards the upside. We did already see momentum towards the downside previously, so that is something that I think looks absolutely marvelous. And especially if we do right now see further continuation, as I've said previously, and see further increase in the MACD, we will be breaking outside of this pattern. And if this does occur, I will be absolutely very bullish in Bitcoin's price action for sure, because I do think that we are going to see a major explosion taking place. Sorry for this, but I will be placing as well a trend alert on this trend line, because if you do not know, but I am going to enter a major trade once we do actually break outside and above this descending resistance. Why am I going to open this major trade? Because I am absolutely sure that we are going to experience major momentum towards the upside on Bitcoin. But do not forget that I will be only opening this trade if we do actually close a 4-hourly candle above this descending resistance, because if we do not close a 4-hourly candle above this range, I will still be a bit doubtful if further continuation is possible, or instead we will be actually getting rejected once more underneath the descending resistance. That is as well a possibility, because we have seen that occur before. Also, if we take a look at the immediate short term, the MACD is actually looking very well. We are experiencing momentum towards the upside. We are not seeing any type of crossovers taking place, and I think, well, the MACD on the 4-hourly time frame just looks great to me. Further continuation is absolutely likely to occur. And lastly, on the daily time frame, what I think is absolutely looking very well is that we are not seeing any more a decline in this momentum towards the upside. So therefore, we are seeing right now a continuation of momentum towards the upside. And if we do right now see this breakout occur, I must say that a major move on Bitcoin on the daily time frame MACD will for sure occur. So I'm absolutely looking forward to this price development. Also, this being said, lastly, I would like to see on the daily and 4-hourly time frame what the RSI looks like. Well, we are seeing that we do not see any type of bullish nor bearish divergences, so that is actually looking very well on the daily time frame. But what I think is even looking better is that we do have this much amount of space to see this further increase occur. So if we do see right now a breakout, we do have actually like this entire range above us where we are possibly going to see further increase taking place, and therefore as well an exponential growth in Bitcoin's price action. So yeah, this is something I will be monitoring very closely, but I personally think we all should know that if we do right now see a further increase, that this will be a very significant move, and I'm absolutely looking forward to see what the development is going to look like on Bitcoin. And right now I must say that it does look quite bullish to me. If we take a look at the 4-hourly time frame, well, right here, let's zoom in a bit closer. We are not seeing any type of bearish nor bullish divergences yet, but as well on the 4-hourly time frame, we do have plenty of space to see further continuation towards the upside. So that is something that I think does absolutely look very good. But for sure, if we do see a further increase, as I've said previously, the ranges where we have to break out above for sure is the $43,215, be able to break out above this descending resistance, and eventually perhaps hold strong on top of this range before seeing that further increase towards the $46,000 level, where I personally will be very doubtful to see what Bitcoin's price action is going to do, because if we do see a rejection underneath this range, we could see once more Bitcoin heading towards the $43,000. But if we do see an increase afterwards and a stronghold on top of this area, I will be for sure absolutely bullish, and this is something I am looking forward to absolutely. And also, we have to take into consideration, yes, if we do actually get rejected underneath this area, we still have underneath us the $40,719, the level where we did see a major stronghold of support previously. So yeah, I think in the immediate short term, this will be a level that for sure will be holding strong in Bitcoin's price action. Also, let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin heat map. So by looking at the Bitcoin heat map, you can see that a lot of people are actually saying we'll be purchasing Bitcoin at $41,000. So at $41,000, there are absolutely a lot of people willing to purchase Bitcoin. That is actually quite a great idea, if you ask me. If you take a look at these previous candles, this is actually a great option to place your entry there. But what is even better to see right here is that actually at 40,000 and yeah, well, approximately at $40,000, there are a major amount of people willing to purchase Bitcoin at these prices. So I must say that Bitcoin right now, during the upcoming week or days, if we get rejected underneath this descending resistance, I'm absolutely not concerned at all, because this yellow box underneath us will for sure be a level of support. So that is something I wanted to say absolutely right away. Hopefully you are enjoying the content so far. I am seeing a few comments down below. I'm seeing Ed, good analysis, thank you very much, Ed. And as well Alex W, EGLD, he is sending a strawberry, absolutely marvelous. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Absolutely love all of you being here. And please, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, do not forget to smash up that subscribe button down below. You will be supporting the channel by doing so, so that would be absolutely amazing. This being said, as I actually mentioned previously, I would like to discuss the Bitcoin price action actually on a bigger scale. So if we take a quick look at Bitcoin right here on a different chart, this one is completely empty, I would like to discuss a few metrics together with you. So if we take a quick look right here at the SOPR, what you can clearly see is that we are actually below the 1 SOPR on the 19th of January. So yeah, this is not very accurate because it is today the 20th of January, but I personally think it's still very accurate right now. And this means for each dollar that people will invested in Bitcoin, they are right now getting, well, 99 cents for it. So a small part, not the majority, but a small part of the market are right now holding Bitcoins at losses, meaning that it's a great opportunity to purchase Bitcoin right now. We can clearly see that during May all the way to June, July 2021, we saw the SOPR below the 1 area. Once the SOPR is below 1, also right here, once we were 25th of September, 27th of September 2021, we did as well see the SOPR below the 1 range. And all those points, you can clearly see, were points before Bitcoin saw exponential increase towards the upside. You can clearly see that occur here. At the end of July, we did see exponential growth, and as well at the end of September, we did see exponential growth afterwards. And that is exactly what we did see as well on the SOPR, that once it breaks down below the 1 range, it is absolutely likely that it is a great buying opportunity for Bitcoin. So therefore, you do not want to actually miss out on purchasing Bitcoin right now, because I personally think that this will be a major leg towards the upside. And just to compare this with what we have seen previously, for example, all the way on the 21st of July, if we take a quick look at the chart, we did see at that point in time a 55% decline in price action on Bitcoin. Afterwards, on the 20th of July, we did see a major increase. That increase was actually absolutely marvelous. We went all the way from $29,500 towards $69,182 within a period of 112 days, seeing a 134% increase. So this is absolutely a major leg towards the upside, and I personally think that we are right now preparing ourselves for a very similar market structure and price action that is going to take place. Also, if we take a look at the immediate or at the downtrend where we are currently at, you can see that Bitcoin went all the way down towards well, let's take a quick look. 39,595 US dollars within 61 days, seeing a 42% decline. And if we do right now, for example, say that we are going to see a major move towards the upside taking place, heading towards a 133% increase in 112 days, let's say we are going to see a very similar move getting started. Sorry for this, just measuring this quickly. Just like that, we will be heading all the way towards the $96,000. Absolutely something you do not want to miss out on, especially because from this point on, you have a 137% chance to see this increase. So that is for sure something I think that you do not want to miss out on. Lots of people are saying, yes, Bitcoin is going way higher. That could be a possibility, but I would like to say that the 95 to 99,000 US dollars is a ratio where Bitcoin will for sure be heading to, and all the price action afterwards. So if we do see an even further increase after the $99,000, perhaps heading towards the $120,000, will be based on pure FOMO. So that will be because the majority of the people that are not inside or do not actually know anything about crypto will be at that point in time entering the crypto market and pushing the prices even higher. That is something that I think will occur once we reach the $90,000. For sure, we will be seeing a lot of new investors entering the market space, and that is actually something I think does seem to me absolutely very realistic, because we clearly saw that we did not see a major increase in new addresses once we actually surpassed our previous high in November 2021. We did actually not see a lot of FOMO, but if we do break these ranges, I must admit that a lot of people will be willing to purchase Bitcoin once more, and therefore the price action of Bitcoin will be exponentially going towards the upside, and for sure the $99,000 will be getting reached, and we could surpass that for sure. But I'm not taking any risks, and I will be for sure cashing out approximately 75% of my Bitcoins once we are reaching the $99,000 area. So do not forget that down below actually you will be able to purchase Bitcoin on Bybit by using the link towards underneath in the description, and you will also be able to earn up to 4,100 USD Tether deposit bonus by doing so. So yeah, it is a great opportunity right now to purchase Bitcoin, and if you do not have a platform to do so, do not forget to use Bybit down below, because it's a platform that I personally use a lot, and I must say that I would recommend it to everyone. It is just a great platform to use right away. So let's take a quick look at what the comment sections are saying down below, but before doing so, I would like to take a quick look at something else, guys. Yeah, well, that is absolutely something I think looks marvelous to me. Bitcoin looking very strong for sure. Also, I did have a request from someone that wanted me to discuss MATIC. That is something that I will be doing in just a couple of seconds. But before doing so, I would like to show you one more metric on Bitcoin, and that is actually the open interest. So we are actually seeing on the open interest something I think that looks absolutely marvelous. Why? Because we are seeing actually higher lows, and even more higher lows getting formed. We are as well seeing higher highs. So the amount of open interest has not actually been capitulated as we did saw priorly in 2021, meaning that if we do right now see a major increase, I personally think that that is absolutely likely, because the open interest is as well showing us that the majority of the people are willing to actually trade and still be betting on that Bitcoin's price will be increasing. So open interest chart actually looks very well to me. If we take a look at the open interest chart, yes, on the open interest chart, it seems like it is not the right time right now to purchase Bitcoin, But if you take a look, for example, at the previous run up towards its prior all-time high in 2021, you could as well see that we were actually creating right here higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and still at this point in time we were actually able to purchase Bitcoin at really cheap prices. So yeah, right now I do think that we are actually seeing great opportunities in the market. And if you are right now, well, being bearish, to me it seems like you did not do enough research, because the market is extremely bullish so far. And if we do hold strong on top of this area and see a breakout occur outside of this falling wedge pattern I discussed previously on Bitcoin, heading towards the previous all-time high at 68,000, 69,000 US dollars will for sure be the case. Well, this being said, I would like to head right away towards MATIC, where I would like to discuss MATIC's current price action. Well, I've been discussing this actually for quite a while during this channel, and what I think is absolutely marvelous is that we have seen multiple touch points on top of this ascending support. And right now, even more important, we are getting supported once more by this ascending support line. So that is something I think does look absolutely marvelous, especially because if we do manage to hold strong on top of this range, we could perhaps be heading towards once more a major move towards the upside on MATIC and create a new high on the chart. So that is absolutely something I think would be very marvelous, especially because you can clearly see it will become a new all-time high if we do see right now further continuation towards the upside. So let's take a quick look at the immediate short term on the 4-hourly time frame and see if we are able to manage or spot any type of pattern. Well, what I'm seeing right away is that if we place a, for example, trend line from this point on all the way to this point in time down below us, well, we can clearly see that we are inside of this as well symmetrical triangle. So this symmetrical triangle has already seen, well, several touch points below this descending resistance. We have as well seen several touch points on top of this ascending support. So therefore, this is a major pattern that you want to monitor very closely on MATIC. And what I think is absolutely very important is that if we do see a potential breakout occur outside of this pattern, we will be heading all the way, just one quick second. Let's say it will be occurring right here towards the above the 78.6 Fibonacci and as well above its previous high at $2.87. So this is absolutely something I think does look marvelous to me. And even more important, this will be a potential 29% move that will be getting started on MATIC. So this is absolutely something you do not want to miss out on. And also we have to take into consideration that if we do see a breakdown occur underneath this ascending support, we will be seeing as well a major move towards the downside. And what I think is absolutely important is that at 38.2 we will be actually seeing this stronghold at $1.71. But if we enable right now the 200-day moving average, for example, on the daily time frame, we will as well be perhaps supported by it at $1.60. So if we do see right now a decline taking place, perhaps heading towards the $1.60 range is a possibility. But right now I am not very bearish on MATIC. I do think it does look very strong, especially because we are holding strong on top of this ascending support. So yeah, right now MATIC, I think we are able to see a possible major increase taking place and a new all-time high getting created. So this is absolutely something you do want to monitor very closely, and therefore I would like to get started right away by looking into the indicators. So if we take a quick look at the 4-hourly EMA ribbon, is clearly serving as a level of resistance above us. So if we do right now see further increase in price action, we will have to take into consideration that we have to break out above the EMA ribbon if we want to see a potential breakout occur outside of this pattern and a major 29% move getting started. So that is absolutely important to me so far, and therefore I would like to enable the MACD right away. So if we take a look at the MACD is actually looking astonishing to me. What I think is absolutely looking marvelous is that we do right now see a crossover occur on the 4-hourly MACD, but even more important, we did already experience major momentum towards the downside, meaning that if we do right now see this crossover occur, we could see a major start of momentum towards the upside taking place, but as well a possible breakout occur above the EMA ribbon. And if this is the case, it is highly likely that we could see a possible breakout occur and head towards that new all-time high on MATIC. So therefore, I'm absolutely looking forward to the MATIC price action right now. Also, if we take a quick look at the 1-hourly time frame, we do already experience momentum towards the upside, but more importantly, we are actually breaking out above the 1-hourly EMA ribbon. And if we do see that further continuation, as said previously, it will be absolutely the case that we will be heading towards a retest underneath this descending resistance. And if we break out above it, a 29% move will be getting formed. And that is something I would not like to miss out on. And I think you guys and girls and everyone who's watching do not want to miss out on either. So yeah, that is absolutely looking great so far. But if we enable the RSI, what I think is actually looking as well very marvelous is that we do have plenty of space to see further continuation towards the upside. So this is actually confirming that the possible major move will be getting started on MATIC right now, and especially a level that you want to monitor closely in the immediate short term is this descending resistance, because if we do break outside of this pattern, a major move towards the new all-time high could be getting created, and that is something I will be absolutely looking forward to. And as well, the 4-hourly RSI is confirming that we do have the potential to see that move getting started. As well, let's take a quick look at the 1-hourly time frame RSI. Unfortunately, right here, if I'm right, let's take a quick look. So far, yeah, unfortunately, we are seeing a minor bearish divergence on the 1-hourly time frame. The reason why is because we are clearly experiencing a lower high on the chart currently, but we are as well seeing a for sure higher high on the RSI. So therefore, we are right now seeing a bearish divergence. So this could perhaps mean that we are going to see a stronghold getting created on top of the level where we are currently trading at. And what I think is absolutely important about this range at $2.09 is that if we take a look at previous data, we have been able to hold strong on top of it several times. And as well, we did experience resistance in the immediate short term underneath it. So if we do right now see a minor rejection, holding strong on top of this range is absolutely a possibility. And if we do so, a further increase towards the upside afterwards is as well very likely to occur. So I'm absolutely looking forward to see if MATIC will be able to hold strong on top of the $2.09 and see afterwards further increase in price action taking place. So that is something I wanted to say about MATIC for sure. And of course, what you do not want to forget is that we are still inside of this major pattern on the 4-hourly time frame. And if we do see a major breakout occur, it could be leading towards a 29% breakout that you do not want to forget. As well, for all the people who are actually watching right now, I absolutely appreciate you being here. And if you are liking the content so far, do not forget to place those big thumbs ups down below. It will be absolutely marvelous, and you will be supporting the channel a lot by doing so. So that is absolutely something that you do not want to forget. And even more important, if you have seen the videos previously and as well you're watching this live stream right now, do not forget to smash up that subscribe button right away, because if you do so, you will be supporting the channel even more. And more importantly, reaching the 1,600 persons and followers will be absolutely a target that I would like to see getting reached within the upcoming month. So yeah, do not forget to smash up that subscribe right away. This being said, we have already discussed Ethereum, we have discussed Bitcoin as well. We are not yet ready because it is time right now to discuss Cardano. So let's take a quick look at what we are seeing on Cardano right now. Well, I as well, for the people who are actually wondering, made a video today about Cardano and why we could see right now a major 101% increase coming soon. And that is absolutely something I want to show you right away as well during this live stream, why I'm actually very bullish at the Cardano price action right now and why I think a possible explosion is actually on our way. So 1 second please. Yes, here we are. Well, if we take a look at Cardano, especially on the daily time frame, I think it is more significant. You can see that we are actually inside of this major falling wedge pattern. Why is this so important to me is because if we do actually right now take a look at this falling wedge pattern, we have seen already multiple touch points underneath this descending resistance. We actually got rejected just several days ago, and we have seen as well multiple touch points on top of this descending support. So we are seeing a confirmed falling wedge pattern on Cardano, meaning that if we do see right now a possible move above this descending resistance and an increase taking place, we could be seeing a major move getting started of approximately 101%, or well 101 or 102, getting started all the way towards the $2.96. So absolutely something that you do not want to miss out on, and I'm absolutely very bullish on Cardano right now. I think this cryptocurrency is of course on the verge of exploding. So yeah, this is actually the chance for all of us to make this major trade possible. And that is exactly where I'm looking at right now to see if I will be able to enter this Cardano trade, because I'm absolutely looking forward to see what this price action is going to do. By enabling the EMA ribbon on the daily time frame, what you can see is that we are clearly retesting the EMA ribbon. We did break out above it. Unfortunately, we are right now once more re-entering the EMA ribbon, but what is absolutely looking marvelous is that we are holding strong on top of the $1.31. Therefore, if we do actually see a further continuation or a stronghold getting found and created on top of this area, I'm absolutely very bullish on Cardano, because a possible breakout might occur and see further continuation towards the upside will be inevitable. So this is absolutely crucial price action right now, and if we do see a further increase, a major move could get started, and that is absolutely something that I personally do not want to miss out on. And if you do not want to miss out on this possibility as well, do not forget to purchase Cardano right away. Also, we are as well getting supported by the 4-hourly EMA ribbon, so that is looking absolutely marvelous. But as well, if we take a look at the $1.31 range, what is actually looking very good is that we previously saw support on top of it, resistance underneath, and if we head even further, we can see that we saw resistance underneath and as well support on top of this area. So therefore, this is a major level of support underneath us, and as I've said previously, if we hold strong on top of this range, I personally think that without doubt we will be starting to see that major momentum towards the upside taking place. But if we do not manage to hold strong on top of this area and see a decline underneath it, heading towards a touch point underneath us on top of this descending support is of course a possibility. So this being said, let's get started on the Ferrari timeframe by actually enable the MACD. Well, the MACD does absolutely look marvelous. We are clearly seeing the momentum towards the downside taking place, and what is even more important is that we are seeing a decline right now on this momentum. So right now, if we do see further increase in price action, it is absolutely likely that a crossover will occur on the 4-hourly time frame, and therefore we could expect once more momentum towards the upside taking place and a further increase in price action, meaning that a possible breakout is right now absolutely likely to occur, and that major move towards a $2.96 will be taking place. So that is absolutely marvelous. If we take a quick look at the daily time frame, what I think is actually looking, well, not certainly amazing, but it's looking very good, is that we did actually experience already momentum towards the upside. We are right now clearly experiencing a momentum decline, but more important, if we do see a crossover and a breakout occur above this descending resistance, a possible major momentum could get started, and that is actually something that I think is very possible, because we could see a continuation of this momentum towards the upside taking place. So right now, I'm actually not in any doubt that Cardano is looking very bullish so far. Also, if we take a quick look at the relative strength index, what I think is absolutely amazing is that we are actually seeing, well, the RSI at approximately the 50 range on the daily time frame, meaning that we still have plenty of space to see further continuation towards the upside before seeing any type of possible rejection taking place. So yeah, this is absolutely looking very well to me, especially if we do see further continuation towards the upside. And before heading further towards the 4-hourly time frame, I would like to say right away that this level above us at $2.13 is a level that you for sure want to monitor closely. Why is this the case? It's because if we take a look at a fixed range volume profile from swing low all the way towards swing high on the daily time frame, oh sorry, this was not right. I personally thought that it was there, but instead it might be this from swing high towards swing low. Yes, that's right. During this downtrend, sorry, instead of uptrend, during this downtrend, we saw that the most amount of volume was actually traded at $2.13, meaning that this level will become a major level of resistance. So if we do right now see a further increase heading towards the $2.13, right there we could expect a major rejection due to the fact that we saw a major level of resistance getting formed there. But if we do break out above it, heading towards our breakout target at $2.96 is inevitable and something I personally do not want to miss out on. So this is for sure a pattern that you have to monitor very closely, especially because on Cardano we could see a major move getting started. So this is absolutely marvelous and something that you do not want to, well, forget. Also, if you do agree with me and you think that this is actually a possibility on Cardano, and you think as well that Cardano is absolutely looking bullish, do not forget to post down below a big thumbs up, and even more important, place a small comment in the comment section. It will be highly appreciated. Also, lastly, during this Cardano price action analysis, I would like to take a look at the RSI on the 4-hourly time frame, zoom in a bit closer to give you a better look at what we are currently seeing. And what is actually right now absolutely marvelous is that we are experiencing this higher low on the chart, but on the RSI we are seeing the opposite. We are seeing a lower low on the RSI, meaning that we are experiencing a bullish divergence on Cardano. So therefore, this movement right now, the price action on Cardano right now, looks absolutely very bullish, and especially if we hold strong on top of the $1.31, it will be inevitable to see that potential breakout and start seeing that 101% move getting started right away. So for sure, thank you very much for watching so far on this live stream, and I hope you are actually enjoying the Cardano price action being discussed right now. Lastly, during the live stream, I'm actually going to discuss Mana. Unfortunately, I do not have a lot of time to well, manage to stay here with all of us. The reason why is because I do have a few appointments, so that is something I think is unfortunate, but of course I will be back with new videos and updates about all types of cryptocurrencies. So if you have not yet, smash up that subscribe button underneath. Do not forget to do so right away, because this channel will be keeping you up to date about all upcoming development on the cryptocurrency industry. So yeah, let's take a quick look at what we are currently seeing on Mana. Well, right away, if we take a look at the 4-hourly time frame, we can place a descending resistance. We only have seen 2 touch points underneath it, but it is for sure a descending resistance. As well, if we manage to say right here, we could say we are as well seeing a descending support with as well 2 touch points on top of it. So this is absolutely Mana's price action right now, and you can see that we are as well inside of a falling wedge pattern. And yes, I would like to say that this is a pattern that we might perhaps get filled, but of course we can also take a quick look at the 1-hourly time frame to see if we are not forming any minor or smaller pattern in the immediate short term. And well, I'm not seeing anything significant so far. So yeah, that is of course not yet something I'm absolutely amazed by. So on the Ferrari timeframe, we are seeing this pattern, and I do think that this is a pattern that is absolutely important for Mana's price action. Also, if we take a look at this thin blue line underneath us, what you can see if we take a quick look at previous price action is that at this exact range, we did previously find support on top, support on top, support on top, but as well experience resistance underneath and support on top once more. Therefore, right now, holding strong on top of this area is of utmost importance, and that is exactly what we are seeing so far. So this is actually looking very good to me at $2.73. Also, if we do see a further increase, we will be actually seeing a major level of resistance at $3.34. So this is absolutely something you would like to take into consideration. Well, enough about levels of support and resistance, and let's head straight back towards the EMA ribbon and the MACD. So on the 4-hourly time frame, the EMA ribbon is absolutely looking marvelous. It is being retested right now as a level of resistance, and if we do actually see a further continuation of momentum towards the upside, it is likely that we are going to break out above this area, meaning that we could see a major move getting started all the way towards a beginning of our falling wedge pattern at approximately $2.39. But if you actually paid attention, you know that at $3.34 there will be a major level of resistance. So if we do right now see a major increase at $3.34, we could perhaps get rejected and head straight back down towards the $3 range, where we did see previously a lot of levels of support and resistance, especially because we did see actually major resistance, support, resistance, and if we head even further back, we saw major support on top and as well major support on top. So the $3 range is as well a very important area, but if we do see a further continuation above this descending resistance, heading towards the $3.34, straight back down towards the $3 area will be absolutely very good, because we will still be seeing a breakout above this descending resistance. Also, the MACD is absolutely looking marvelous. We are right now experiencing momentum towards the upside. We are as well seeing a crossover on the MACD, meaning that we could see even further continuation of momentum towards the upside taking place. So yes, right now monitoring this range is of utmost importance, because a possible breakout might occur within the upcoming hours. This being said, let's take a quick look at the MACD on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, what I think looks actually quite great is that if we take a look at the MACD, we already experienced momentum towards the downside for quite a long time. We did see these minor moves of momentum towards the upside, but they were not actually very significant. But right now, if we do see a further continuation of momentum towards the upside, I think it is absolutely very important to see a crossover on this momentum indicator, because if we do see this occur, we could expect major momentum as we have seen previously, and as well Mana's price action once more heading towards a new all-time high. But for sure, in the immediate short term, taking into account that at $3.34 we will be seeing a level of resistance that is absolutely crucial in the immediate short term. So yeah, right now Mana looking very strong and as well looking very bullish. If we take a look lastly at the RSI on both the daily and 4-hourly time frame, what I think is absolutely very good to know is that we are trading underneath the 50 range on the RSI, meaning that if we do see this exponential growth getting started, we do still have plenty of space on the RSI to do so. So therefore, I'm not concerned about this development so far, but if this does not occur and instead we do get rejected underneath the $3 range, for example, and head straight back down towards a touch point on top of this descending support, I am convinced, and not even convinced, I'm actually for sure giving you my word that we will be holding strong on top of this descending support. And you could also say that you can place this descending support just like this on the daily time frame, because this is as well a possibility. But I must say that holding strong on top of this descending support will for sure be the case, especially because we do not have that much space on the daily RSI to see further decline. So therefore, I am convinced that if we do break down all the way towards this range, we will be seeing a stronghold getting created. So that is absolutely something I think does look very good. And lastly, during this live stream, I would like to take a look at the 4-hourly RSI right away. So if we look at the 4-hourly RSI, what I think is actually looking good is that we are not seeing any type of bullish nor bearish divergences, but we still have a lot of space to see further continuation towards the upside, and as well a lot of space before seeing a bearish divergence perhaps occur. So right now, MATIC's price action is actually showing us that major moves towards the upside could be very likely to occur. So yeah, I am absolutely looking forward to this price development and see if perhaps we are going to see a major move getting started once we break above the $3 range towards the $3.34. And for sure, what is absolutely the best case scenario for Mana is to see a stronghold getting found on top of this area and see further continuation towards the upside. But that is still a doubt, especially because this is a major level of resistance, so we could as well get rejected underneath and head straight back down towards the $3 range. But if we do manage to hold strong on top of it, further continuation towards the upside will be inevitable. So yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to this price development, and I hope you all do too. Well, thank you very much for watching this live stream. I truly appreciate all of you guys being here, and as well I'm seeing in the comment section from May Seabird, you are good. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you support. So yeah, that is absolutely amazing, and I'll hope to see you on the next one. So yeah, absolutely looking forward to, well, stream once more. I personally think that my next live stream will be on Saturday. Well, I know for sure it will be on Saturday morning. So do not forget to join me on this Saturday morning live stream for sure. And if you do want to stay up to date about all development on this channel, of course, of utmost important is to follow me on Twitter, where I'll be kept you up to date about all upcoming live streams and as well new videos posted on this channel. Thank you very much, all of you, and have a nice day. Bye bye.